Battery 70%.
มาแล้วเควสถึงไหนแล้ววะเนี่ยเฮ้ยยาเต็มเควสมี2เควสย่อยกับสเปกทัวมิดไปคุยกับเซบาสก่อนแล้วกันเซบาสมันต้องไปวาร์ปไหนวะเนี่ย
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I
ค้างตัวสปินเฉย
Revelio.
มากูเปิดได้ทุกประตูแล้วมา
Alohomora.
ไม่กล้าเปิดกับปิดตาด้วยเอาไอ้นั่น
Revelio.
ขยับปากได้ด้วยเว้ยที่มันบล็อกการ์ดอ๋อไอ้ตู้เก็บบล็อกการ์ดมาแล้วเซบาส
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it, or be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
ไม่ได้อยากจะ
I'll send
ยืน
you an
ข้าง
hour
มึง
when I
เท่าไหร่
have
เลย
news.
มึงดูบ้าๆไงไม่รู้แล้วตอนนี้
Revelio.
โอเคเควสนั้นคุยเสร็จแล้วไปคุยกับป๊อปปี้ปี้อยู่นี่อ๋อนึกว่าอยู่บนอาคารโดเดี๋ยวนะมันอยู่นอกโรงเรียนป่าวะโอเคไปคุยสักไก่เชีย
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has
it's
rotational
a
wings
Snidget.
that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In
ไอ้ที่มัน
fact,
เปลี่ยนเป็
the
น golden
golden
snitch นะ
snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
โอเคโทษ
Getting in a bit of practice, are we?
มือลั่นโอเคเควสไปหามิดอยู่อ๋ออยู่อะไรบนนี้วะเนี่ยติ๊กมึงชวนเข้าห้องเหรอ ทำไมมันอยู่ในห้อง เดี๋ยวนะมันทำไมมันไม่เซฟไอ้ชาร์ปเน็ตให้วะมีอยู่อะไรซะสูงวะเนี่ยอย่าบอกว่ามึงจะโดดตึกอะ
I'd rather
ตามรอยดับเบิลดอร์เลย
Hello there.
Hello, old meat. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is
ก็
Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Lodgok is waiting.
เขียนในสิ่งที่คุณ
Should we
เข้า
go?
ใจอะ
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
ได้
Revelio.
โอ้ยไกลจังวะทำไมมันชอบมาตรงที่กูไม่ได้เปิดฟาสต์ทราเวลวะแม่งเอ้ยอะไรวะเนี่ย
How nice to see you, my young friend.
หมดแล้วตรงนี้ในถ้ำด้วย
Go and patrol. Who's out there?
ไม่รู้
Petricus totalis.
ชึบเก็บ
I've never seen a sword like it. I know I heard something that time.
Petricus totalis.
ไม่รู้หรอก
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to.
Petricus totalis.
ตะโกนทำไมล่ะอยู่คนเดียวเหงาเนี่ยไปแล้วเฮ้ยทำไมหัวกดลงวะ แล้วล็อกก็อด
Revelio.
เมอรินเดี๋ยวเปิดวาร์ปก่อนแป๊บนึง
What are you up to now?
น่าเป็นลานไฟมากเลยตรงนี้
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
ทำไมเพลงมันต้องเล้าหรือวะ
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
มาไว
You
จัด
speak gobbledygook.
กบดิ
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough.
ไม่เสร็จ
Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
เกลียด
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read
ถ้า
gobbledygook
คุ
better
ณเป็น
than
ไร
you
อะ
can
มิด
speak
ใคร
it.
ดึงไว้อะ
I can, Sir Lord Cock.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully,
Lodgok.
we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
ได้
I shall see you soon.
ไปด้วยไหมโอเคดูทรงแล้วมึงจะไม่ไปกับกู
The door is looking at us.
อ๋อโอเค
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Ace เอ้ยกูจะพุ่งเข้าไปอยู่แล้ว
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this
Hey.
lift.
Confringo!
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
มาเข้ามาลิฟต์ไอ้น้ำเหรอโอ้จอกระพริบเหลืออะไร
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
เดี๋ยวนะได้ตรงนั้นให้ดึงมาทำไมวะดึงมีน้ำไหลมานี่ปึ๊ดคืออะไรวะตรงนี้
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa.
อ๋อคือเอากระเป๋าเฉยๆนะโอเคมาอามิดจะไปนะ
Accio. Revelio.
Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
โอ้เยอะจังวะ
Right to fight. One there.
โคเซียว
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word.
ตรงนี้มัน
Revelio.
โอเคก็มีแค่
We're being watched. By
Yeah,
a
ding dong here.
door.
Accio.
อ้าวไม่ใช่ดึงเหรอวะ
Flipendo.
It won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
อ๋อไอ้เฮียดวงตา
Accio.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing.
แล้วตรงดึงไม่ได้วะ
Revelio. Accio.
เอ้ย
Confringo.
ถ้าจุดไฟตรงนี้มาดึงตรงนี้ได้ไหม
Accio.
เออ แล้วอะไรตรงนี้ทำงานเปิดมาปุ๊บมีอะไร
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
มันคืออะไรวะไล่หน่อยเถอะ
Wingardium Leviosa.
มันคืออะไรตรงนี้เอาของอ๋อโอเค
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holiday.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans or a schematic. They're building
Revelio.
I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Clever.
ขึ้นฝั่งนู้นแวะ
Revelio.
เป็นพอหมดต้องใช้เงิน
last loyalist.
ไวดีไว้รอบนี้
Unfortunate, really. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? Descender! Potato!
โอ๊ยไอ้ไปเลยมีอยู่อีกอะครูซิโอ
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo. Accio.
ตรงนี้เปิดอะไรดูแถวนี้ก่อนมีอะไรให้ฟาร์มไหม
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio.
โอเคตรงนี้พังไม่ได้มีกล่องข้างบนวิ่งไปลูกไอสัตว์ประตูนี้เข้าไม่ได้เอ้ย
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
มุดเข้าไปเป็นเพราะมันต้องลงทุนต้นไม้เหรออ่ะโอเคนี่น่าจะไปต่อลาดโอ้โห
Wizards will be defeated.
ปึ้มก่อนเลย
Confringo.
No sense.
Bombarda. Arresto momentum. Descender.
How nice of you to stop by.
Bombarda.
เอ้ย
Descender. Arresto momentum. Potato. Bombarda.
เอ้ยโดนระเบิดเฉย
Descender.
How
ไปยืนข้างถังระเบิดมันทำไมวะ
That should be the last of them. Revelio.
กูแม่งถ้าใช้ดึงลง
Descendo.
Accio.
โอเคต้องเข้าไปประตูก่อนนี่ไปไหนวะถุงมืออีกแล้วโอเคมาจุดไฟแล้วก็ดึงมีลิฟต์ทางไปต่อตรงนู้นขึ้นลิฟต์แวะแล้วก็มิดมึงแทรกประตูเข้ามาข้างบนมีอะไร
Don't think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking.
ตรงนี้มีอะไรวะมันช็อตคัทมาที่แรกอย่าบอกไปทางกลับ
Accio.
ไม่ใช่คิว
Alohomora. Revelio.
ห้องสมบัติเก็บอะไรวะนะกฎโรงเรียนเหรอแค่เนี้ยโหคุณรีบไปตั้งนานลาก่อนนะมิดเว้ย NPC เดี๋ยวนี้ขยันวาร์ปดีจัง
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found.
Lawyer Drew บ้าบอกได้ไหมโอเค
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
เราจะไปนู่นทำไมวะขึ้นลิฟต์ดิมิดวาร์ปมาแล้วกัน
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
ไปออก
Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood. I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
ไปคุยกับรถกอก
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Cock, for telling me this.
หัวเราเหมือนไอติมช็อกโกแลตโรยไอ
I tell
ซิ่ง
you
อะ
all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Rò นกฮูกระหว่างรอ
I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
ได้เดี๋ยวไป มีบอลตรงนี้ แล้วอีกแท่นรับบอลอยู่ไหนวะ ไหลไปเรื่อยๆโอ้อยู่นู่น
Accio.
มาเลยลูกตามมาหลุดเฮ้ยไปเลย
I should investigate.
ลงรูไหมลงรูไหมไปอีกนิดเดียวอีกนิดเดียว
Accio.
เอา
Depulso.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
ตัวอะไรวะ
Confringo. Levioso. Depulso.
แวบเข้าไปมีของให้เก็บไหม
Revelio.
โอเคแล้วซอมบี้ก็อุ้ย
Confringo. Levioso. Depulso. Imperio. Confringo.
อีกตัวอยู่ไหนวะ
Levioso. Bombarda.
เจ็บปวดเจ็บปวด
Levioso. Confringo.
ระเบิดยัดปาก นี่บอสเหรอ
Revelio.
ตัวอะไรวะโอ้โทรมีกบด้วยโอ้ยช่ะ
Prodigo. Confringo.
เดี๋ยวกบน้องกบมานี่ก่อนเลย
Depulso. Confringo. Bombarda.
อุ้ยอ่ะ
Bombarda. Confringo. Confringo.
หยุดพุ่งเถอะ
Depulso.
สวยครับ
Confringo.
โอ้ย
Bombarda. Confringo.
อีกอะ
Arresto momentum. Levioso. Confringo. Levioso.
โอ้
Levioso. Confringo. Bombardo. Levioso. Confringo.
Mr. Bickle's friend. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
ได้นัดใส่
I think I know how and where
Poppy.
to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
มีใครอีกไหมแมงมุมสัตว์เอ้ยเควสมี3เควสไปหาป๊อปปี้ป่าต้องห้ามไปหาเนตตี้ฮอกมีดแล้วก็เควสอะไรวะแชมเบอร์ไปในแมปไปในห้องแมปตะกี้ใครมันเรียกมาคุยวะนี่อัปเกรดไม้กวาดไปฮอกมีดก่อนก็ได้ทำเควสน้ำใสก่อนน้ำใสแล้วนัดใส
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
4,000 เลยอ่ะ
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
นี่แพงจังวะขอทุนคืนหน่อยเป็นทุนการศึกษาให้เด็กตาดำๆตัวดำด้วย
Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
That'll scare me.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
ดูมีไม้เลยดีๆบ้าง Ember Dash Ember Dash What's House Broom เหมือนเดิมเลย Year Weaver
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Invent Gear สิเกียร์อัปเกรดไป2แล้วมีใน Dancer Broom Moon ไปปิกนิกดีกว่าขี่ไม่กวาดไปปิกนิกเคว ควสกายลิมิตไปไกลแกไอพวกนี้มันขยันนัดกันไกลๆเนาะ
Off on another adventure, are we?
ไปปิกนิกเอาเควสอยู่ข้างหลังดีกว่าเดี๋ยวตรงนี้มีตรงนี้สัตว์อะไรวะแวะน้องขนดีเพื่อน
The course looks rather deserted. I hope
นี่
everything's
อันนี้น้อง
alright.
แมว
Ravenclaw, over here!
เรียกชื่อก็ได้ไม่ต้อง
Hello
เรียก
again, Imelda.
บ้านหรอกแม่
This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
โอ้ยเนาะ
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Ravenclaw.
ไปเอ้าหยุดทำไมวะอยู่ๆก็หยุดเอง
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Brilliant.
Ow, เก็บไม่โดนเลย
This is going well. Brilliant.
ก็ขยันหาช่องแคบมาให้กูรอดนะไอ้เหี้ยของปิกนิกตก
That wasn't too difficult.
นี่ไอห่วงมึงนี่มึงยาวถึงฮอกวอตส์เลยป่ะเนี่ย
Now that's more like it.
เกือบเลย
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Excellent.
ไอสัตว์หลุดวง
I can do better.
เอ้ยทำไมมุมกล้องไม่หันวะ โอ้โห หลุดไปกี่วงวะเนี่ย2 วงวะเนี่ย กูต้องแก้มือใหม่แล้ว
Make it.
แม่งเอ้ยหลุดไปวง
Brilliant.
3 วิหลุดไปวง
That
หนึ่ง
was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad for a Ravenclaw. You take care of yourself.
Fight the fight. Fight the good fight.
I should let Mr.
หลุด
Weeks
ไป
know
วง
that
ห
this
นึ่ง
was
อ่ะ
his best
โอ้โห
upgrade yet.
กูอยู่ไหนวะเนี่ยที่ 3แล้วถ้าเดี๋ยวค่อยมาเล่นเก็บทีหลังแล้วกันกี่ได้แล้ววะไอ้นี่ลูนชึบมีอีกไหมก็ทาเลนไม่มีเควสแล้ววะเดี๋ยวก่อนไปฮอกมีดแน่ฮอกมีดเฮียไอ้ครับ
It seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
ขอแทรกหน่อยครับ
How's my favourite test flyer? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
เควสมาหามึงไม่ใช่เหรอ นี่ไงกูมาแล้วเนี่ยตะกี้
Hello
เข้า
again,
ไปแม่ง
Mr. Weeks. I set a new record
How
at the
large
South
are you?
Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help.
เชี่ยอัปเกรดรอบนี้แม่ง 4,000 รอบหน้ามึงไม่สัก10,000เลยวะ
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
อันนี้กูซื้
Take
อไป
your
ครบยัง
time
วะ
looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like
แต่ไอ้
yours.
พวกนี้
Let me know if there's
Metong ka
anything
de.
else I can do to help.
น้ำยา เชี่ยหลง ชิบหาย ไม่ใช่นี่
Revelio. Alohomora.
ขับปนครับ ทำทุนให้เด็กหน่อยครับ
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
มีอีกไหมบ้านแถวนี้ของเยอะดีวะ ดี
Swear to Merlin, that statue near Iron there looks different.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
เอ๊ะในนี้มีเดมิไกด์ด้วยอ๋อพี่ครับผมขอนอนในร้านนี้นะครับแป๊บหนึ่ง
Mine now, demiguise.
พี่ก็จดยันดึกอะนะของเยอะแหละกับแก้มกินมีโถดีด
Revelio.
ไม่ใช่มองผิดอยู่ไหนวะเก่งมีเก้งในนี้อีกเหรอเก้งอยู่ซ้าย
Revelio.
Plenty of even nasty spells to use.
ในนี้เหรอในบ้านนี้เหรอโอ้มาอยู่เอ้ยฮอกมีเทสโอเคฮอกมีเทสจริงยังขยับอยู่เลยน่ะ
Revelio.
เข้าได้ไม่มีอะไรปล้นไปแล้วเวทต่อไปดูว่าร้านขายยาอยู่นี่ดีกว่าดูแป๊บมีอะไรให้ซื้ออีกไหมเดินติดอะไรวะ
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
ไม่มีอะไรให้ซื้อแล้วแต่ผมมีอะไรขาย
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
เควสคุยกันนัดใส่นัตตี้
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
มีอะไรให้เก็บไหมบ้านเขาเป็นอย่างนี้กันเหรอวะหน้าต่างเอียงๆอะนะ
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
เฮ้ยโอ้โหตรงนี้แล้วทำไมไม่ไปแบบนัด
Are you
อยู่ใน
ready
บา
to
ร์
put
อะไร
an
พวกนี้
end
ว่า
to
มัน
Harlow?
เจออะไรกันตรงนี้วะเนี่ย
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
อากาบัตฟิลเบิร์ดแล้วก็เดซิเลตออโต้ดิวเบิร์ดดิวบี้ดิวเบิลไปไม่รวมกลุ่มกันแบบ3 คนแล้วคุยพร้อมกันวะนี่อยู่บ้าน broomstick the three broomstick ไม้กวาด3 อัน
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
จะเล็บอยู่แถวนี้อ่ะ
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my
หน้ามัน
darling
ขาวจัง
Isco.
วะ
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other 2 friends.
หาเพื่อนมิสเตอร์บิ๊กเกิล2 คนอ่ะฮะใกล้สุดไอ้นี่น่าจะออโต้แน่เลย
Diggle works at Gladrags. I should
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles?
No Bickles.
All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so
วันนี้มี
quickly.
วันนี้มีคาบ
In
เช้า
an
อะ
instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter,
คาบ
pocketed it,
คาบ
and
คาบ
smiled.
บ่ายโดน
He
อาจาร
said,
ย์แคนเซิล
"Your
ไป
secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often. I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie."
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Bill returns.
ต่อ
We're
ไป
on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
บิลเบิร์ด
Mr. Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking.
Hello, Hamora.
As you already know.
ขอรื้อบ้านหน่อยนะ
Spoken with
หา
Mr.
หลักฐาน
Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
ขออนุญาตค้นบ้านนะครับ
Revelio.
ของกลางชิ้นที่1ชิ้นที่2เนี่ยของกลางเป็นของกูแล้วบาย โทษสะดุด
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
ไอ้เนตตี้มึงหลอกให้กูเดินเล่นเหรอ
Revelio. He must be around here somewhere.
จะเราโดดขึ้นทางนี้ไม่ได้เหรอ โอเคอ้อมก็ได้วะ แล้วโอ้โห
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Follow trail.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way.
แอบเปิดรอเลย
To
นะ
find her quick.
อย่าใครทำเนตตี้กูแช่ง
There must be another way.
สุดยอดไปเลยฮะ
Akio. The hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
อ่ะโถกูอยู่หลังม่าน
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Not gonna work. Mine. Using that girl as bait. Coming for her. You'll just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Revelio.
Will be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Hey, หันมาทำไมล่ะลูก
The thing is, who's to say where that memory goes? I mean, if you're forgetful.
Show yourself!
What?
หักคอ
I know I'm not. Blighted us a bit, I'll agree. Nonetheless, we have good spoils for our efforts.
I've heard Centaur's quieter than you.
เห็นกูแล้วล่ะ
Oi, oi.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
มีตัวอยู่ตรงนี้
Go back to pit upon Ford if they was giving it.
Petrificus totalis.
เนี่ยเล่นสเปเดอร์เซลอยู่
There'll be nothing but trouble.
Revelio.
Yes, there've been mistakes, but I can't complain. If I'm to think of it, we've seen far worse in our years.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper.
เฮ้ย เดินมาทำไมนี่ เห็นไหม เห็นไหม เห็นเอ้า
Petrificus totalis.
ดีน้องแกะ
Students these days, so full of.
Revelio.
Suppose that's what we're counting on.
เดี๋ยวมึงคนเดียวแล้ว
Petrificus totalis. Crazy.
ไม่ตายเหรอ ไม่ตายเหรอ
Akio.
ตายกูก็ไปต่อ
Oi, oi.
แล้วไม่รู้เหรอว่ากู ยืนแช่งเพื่อนอยู่ตั้งนาน โบร
Revelio.
มีกล่องข้างบนอีก
Did you hear that?
no
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
แช่งตัวซ้ายทุ่มตัวขวาไป
Expulsion!
Accio.
ตรงนี้มาได้
Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Levioso.
กินยาทำไมวะเนี่ยนี่ไงนี่ตรงนี้คืออะไร
Revelio.
เอาของตรงนี้มาเอาของเฉยๆมีอีกไหม2 กล่องไปไงวะอ๋อบันไดฝั่งนู้นเดลิงออโต้หมายถึงออโต้เฉย
Otto Tipple's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
แป๊บนะนัตตี้เดี๋ยวไปช่วยฟาร์มก่อน
Revelio.
เป็นพอหมดต้องใช้ตังค์เล่นได้ไหมวะ
And he must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew
Revelio.
you realized I had left my wand for you. Speak
Aloha,
to Mr.
Mora.
Rabe.
ได้เดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงนะเดี๋ยวช่วยนัตตี้ของสำคัญกว่าได้สโกเลฟวอร์ดรอก่อนช่วยนัตตี้ก่อนอ้าวคุยกับนี่ก่อนก็
Mr.
ได้
Rabe. Daisy told me
ใคร
you'd
เขา
been
เปิดไฟ
abducted.
เทคให้วะ
Spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
เร็วๆช่วยเพื่อนผมหน่อยรอนานแล้ว
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
หาทางออกอย่าบอกกูโดนดักตีตรงทางออกอะไม่บ้างทำไมเราขอแตะแบบแตะมือวาร์ปตามออกไปไม่ได้เหรอวะต้องให้วิ่งออกหรือเดี๋ยวไม่เจอเรื่องระทึก
Let's find Officer Singer and Harlow once and for all.
ย่าตะกี้เขาก็ไปหามิสเตอร์ซิงเกอร์ทำไมไม่วาร์ปตามไปวะแต่ไหลวาร์ปตามไม่ได้เหรอ
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you,
Natsai
patrol
Onai.
dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
โอ้ก็จะมีแบบต่อบัลลังก์ก็มีเควสต่อ
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
ฮะทำอัปเกรดเสร็จแล้วเหรอไหนดูดิเหมือนมึงรีบอะทำไมเกมจะจบแล้วเหรอ
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
อันนี้คือส่งจดหมายว่าขอบคุณเฉยๆใช่ไหมsurprise meeting ทำเควสก่อนแต่เดี๋ยวมันทำอัปเกรดใหม่นะแพงจังวะมึงกะไม่ให้นักเรียนได้จ่ายค่าเทอมเลยดิไอ้กวาดเวรเผาทิ้งแม่ง
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
ได้เดี๋ยวไปเอาเควสอยู่นู่นนี่วะแล้วมามิดมาเจออะไรกันที่แบบในป่าต้องห้ามวะคือมึงโดนแมงมุมจับแดกอยู่เหรอก็เลยชวนกูมาโดนแดกอีกคนโครงการเรียนฟรีจานฟิกจ่ายจานฟิกหรือเราจ่าย
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
มา
Is this
ต้อง
where
ทำ
we're
ได้
meeting
จะ
the
ขออะไร
Sentinels?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand
Oh,
why we
God,
came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just
ไปให้กำลังใจไป
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
ฉันหลังจากนี้ได้ไอตัวเราก็ไม่พูดอะไรเลยนะแบบยืนอึ้ง
So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
โอเคแล้วก็เควสนี่จบนี่นะตี้เควสหลักไม่ได้ทำเลยดิโอ้โหหมดแล้วตะกี้เห็นแบบแวบว่ามีฟืด
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
ดูดาวเดี๋ยวนะมันต้องงี้ป่าววะราโก้ ควสมันเควสไปอยู่ในโรงเรียนนะฮะมาเจอคุยอะไรกันแถวนี้วะไปคุยห้องแม่มันวะหรือกลัวใช้ฉากไม่คุ้ม
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
เฮ้ยกุญแจอะไรวะขอตบหน่อยคือมึงเอามือจับแล้วก็ยัดเข้าไปเลยไม่ได้เหรอวะต้องมานั่งตบให้เข้าดูด้วย
Revelio.
มีประตู839เอาวะอะไรวะนะ
Revelio.
ไอของกากจังอะเก้าอี้ก็มีให้นั่งไม่นั่งมานั่งกับพื้นเนาะคนติดดินจริง
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been
เขา
capable
ตาย
of
เพราะปกป้อง
protecting myself,
ไม่ใช่ความผิดมึง
he
หรอก
would still be alive
โอ้
today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too
ความ
much
เป็น
for
พ่อ
us.
นะ
A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
แดกข้าวเช้ากันเหรอกูเดินไปแดกด้วยได้ไหมโอ้โดดขึ้นบนโต๊ะไม่ได้วะแย่ว่ะแย่
Revelio.
โดดขึ้นไปเล่นบนโต๊ะนะมาต่อไปก็ห้องมันลงไงวะนี่จานมาแล้ว แล้วจานฟิกไม่อยู่นี่เหรอ
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
ไปคอมพีทแล้วรอเควสมาใช่ไหมระหว่างรอไปกลับห้องไปเลี้ยงน้อง
Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
โอ้อ่ะเดี๋ยวนะหัวอะไรวะหมวกอะไรวะเนี่ยไอ้สัตว์เอ้ยเกลียดหมวกมากเลยมาถุงมือฟินิกซ์นี่หาจากไหนวะเนี่ยExplosive 3 สว่างเหลือเกินดีครับ ใครเขาเบิ้ลเครื่องวะเสียงกินมึงอร่อยมาก เฮ้ย น้อง ปีกเหมือนไก่เลย น่ารักอ่ะจัดปากแดกโดโดน่ารักเอาไปอีกอ่ะนี่ได้แล้วนี่วะเอ้ยไปไหนวะ
Revelio.
มาแปลงขนก่อนกินอร่อยเลยโอเคครบแล้วแถวนี้ไปหาสวัสดีท็อบบี้เอ้ยใครวะดิ๊กท็อบบี้อย่างเดียวเลยกูแมวป่าแล้วมาเลี้ยงตรงทะเลเดี๋ยวนะเอ้าโอ้โดโดมาเลี้ยงไว้ตรงนี้ด้วยเหรอเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวหรือมันไม่ใช่โดโดคืออะไรอ่ะอ๋อไอ
Wingardium Leviosa.
ไอ้กดผิดโทษว้าไปเลยกลับมาก่อนขอโทษงับตีนอยู่แล้วเนี่ยแปลงขนแฮะใช่ไอ้ กูเลี้ยงไว้2 ที่อะโดโดชิบหายอุ๊ยลูกแมวโอ้โหโอ้โหแล้ว แล้วใช่ไหมโอเคหมดแล้ว เดี๋ยวเอาไอ้โดโดออกก่อน
There, there. I'm not going to hurt you.
เลี้ยงไปแล้วอ่ะนิปเลอร์ใส่นิปเลอร์ไปก่อนดูให้มันดูมีอะไรยูนิตโอ้ไอ้ตัวเมียคู่อีกได้เดี๋ยวไปหาตัวผู้มาให้เดี๋ยวไปหาผู้ชายมาให้แป๊บนึงรอฟาร์มมาหาผู้ชายมาโอ้จะจ้าไปไหนวะเนี่ยไอ้นี่ก็มืด
Revelio.
เลิกก็เลี้ยงตรงนี้อ้าวนี่ลืมเก็บแปรงขนกันยัดปากน้องโอเคเราตักอาหารอยู่อ่ะไม่กินกูป้อนต้องเอาไว้พวกทีนี้ไปเก็บร้านแล้วใช่ไหมเก็บร้านเลยว่าไปขายไปนั่นแหละตัวไหนวะตัวไหนยังไม่ได้แปลงขนไอ้นี่เหรอไอ้นี่มีฉงอนบนหัววะไอ้สองตัวนี้ไม่มีหรือคนละเพศกันวะเพศชายนี่เอ้ยไม่มีงอนเป็นตัวเมียโอเคครบสร้างให้มันดูมีอะไรนะ บ้านให้ด้วยว่าตรงนี้ยังไม่มีบ้านเฮ้ออกตรงนี้หน่อยได้ไหมอยากวางอ่ะขอร้องแหละได้โปรดขอบคุณครับน่ารักมากเดี๋ยวอ่ะมึงดื้อมากด้วยโอเคไปแล้วไม่แปลงขนมึงแล้วฮะอะไรวะเปิดห้องเพิ่มเหรออ๋อไม่ก็ห้องเดิมดีกว่ามีกฎโรงเรียนนะแปะรูปปั้นกบเลียกันวางไว้แล้วน่าจะวางหมดแล้วมั้งโอเคต่อไปคุยจันฟิกเกอร์ของไม่มีนะเต็มหมดน้องจะเดินฉันจะวางบ้านไปเดินที่อื่นโอ้แก้ไม่ได้เลยปะโอ้งานมาแล้วตกใจว่าให้มานั่งรอ
The keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lord Gok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lord Gok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into?
And
take ages to brew.
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
จานจะดีอ่ะ การเปลี่ยนเสื้อให้ด้วยอะ
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
ต้องทำเป็นเดินแบบจานแบ็คนิ่งๆขึมๆและติงตอง
A moment of your time, Professor. I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
100 วันพันปีก็ไม่เจอนะ
Which student gets this rather unenviable task?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't. You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
ไม่มั้งนี่คงไม่คุยกับเรามั้ง
Headmaster approaching.
มีแต่เราไปคุยกับมัน
Gareth, Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
The little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I hear you're getting quite good at those concoctions you brew. I say, why don't you bring a sample of your next batch to my office? I'd like to give it a try. What?
Yes, sir. I will. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
On your way, Mr. Weasley.
อะไรวะเนี่ย
Well, there's one for my diary.
ต้องจดกันในบันทึกด้วยนะ อย่าไปเจอใครนะ
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. Stan?
Something is very wrong with
อ๋อให้กูโดดลงตรงนี้เลยได้ไหม
Professor, a word? Professor Black?
ถ้าเควสไม่มานี่คือแบบ
It is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa?
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
จันแบ็กมันจะพูดยังไง please do จันแบ็กมันจะพูดยังไงว่า please do กับ unwise
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Good day. อย่าบ่นรับหลังมึง
Deserve him as a headmaster.
ครูซิโอใส่แม่งไหม
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
ติด
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
อย่าบอกนะว่า
I haven't
ต่อ
time
ไป
for
เจออาจาร
any
ย์
of
วิท
you
ลี่
at
อ่ะ
the moment. None at all. Move aside.
Professor, I need to speak to you.
ได้ครับ
Professor Black.
Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might speak with you about Professor
ไอหุ่นสองตัวนั้นตีกันอยู่
I've decided to give him a bit more
ไอ้เหี้ยเสียง
leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry
มา
for
ตี
him.
อะไรกันในฉากวะ
He's
เนี่ย
rarely here as it is.
เอาแม่งถึงไหนแล้วเนี่ยอะไรวะเฮีย
Well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly
ไอ
on
หุ่น
Professor
สองตัว
Fig's
ด้านซ้าย
behalf.
ไม่ตีกันอยู่นอก
I've
ฉากแล้ว
heard
เป็น
unsettling
ซากไปแล้ว
rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
จันบอกแปลกๆจันแปลกๆไม่เท่าไหร่ไอเนี่ยแปลก
Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
ๆเป็นซากก็แล้ว
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
ทำกูไม่ได้อ่านเลยโอ้โหมานั่งขำไม่ฉากไอนี่ตีกันอยู่นอกฉากเลย
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, But Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
ตรงนี้ไป
Dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course.
แล้วก็ไปดูแล้วว่าพัดเวิร์ดอะไรวะรอบแรก
But Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Very well. Toujours pur.
Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
เลยรัวๆแล้วไปแล้วจานไปเข้าห้องน้ำแป๊บนึงเดี๋ยว จะ
Made it just in time. It's wearing.
เลยรัว
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Confringo!
เฮ้ยครบแล้วชุดอะไรวะนี่มันเป็นเสื้อแขนสั้นใช่ไหมเนี่ยเสื้อแขนสั้นจริงด้วยขโมยเสื้อจานแบ็คมาใส่ไปแล้วเควสจะไม่มาวะอันนี้เหลือ2 อัน2 อันจริงบอกว่าเหลืออันหนึ่ง
What are you up to now?
โอเคเควสมาแล้ว
Revelio.
ไปเข้าห้องเฮดมาสเตอร์เข้าห้องจานใหญ่ห้องจานใหญ่อยู่ไหนวะนี่อยู่สูงซะเด้อเราใช้อโลโฮโมล่าเข้าไปไม่ได้วะ
Revelio.
โอ้ไอ้พวกนี้เอ้ยเข้าได้ด้วยทำเหมือนเข้าไม่ได้นะ
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
โอ้ยา กล่อง เฮ้ยทองกล่องทองแน่นอนของทองผ้าคลุมอ่านไม่ออกว่ะเขียนแล้ววะแตกให้หมดหิว
Alohomora.
ห้องไหนล็อกกูเปิดหมดยกเขาอาจารย์ใหญ่
Revelio.
หมดไปต่อไปเดี๋ยวห้องข้างล่างไปได้เหรอนี่โอ้นิวช็อตอ๋อไอยาขวดยาเต็มโอเค
Revelio.
Oh, yeah.
Lumos. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Revelio.
แป๊บนะไอ้ผีเสื้อมันอยู่ไหนวะข้างล่างพวก
Revelio.
อยู่ไหนวะเนี่ยอ๋อนี่
Lumos. Toujours pure.
Toujours pure. โอ้ไม่เป็นลิฟต์แบบดับเบิลดอร์วะของดับเบิลดอร์เป็นลิฟต์นั่นแห
I
ละ
wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
หมวกคัสสันยกเขาอาจารย์ใหญ่
Aloha Mora.
เนี่ยข้างนอกมีอะไรเควสอยู่ข้างในแต่กูออกมาข้างนอก
Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
ประตูมันขึ้นสนิมหมดแล้วเนี่ยข้างบนมีไร
Revelio.
จะบอกขึ้นเอา achievement เอาแล้วก็กุญแจเฮ้ยไอ้กุญแจห้องนั่นบอกว่าที่มันล็อกเดี๋ยวลงไป
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
แดกชาของอาจารย์ด้วยอ่ะ
That must be the pedestal.
ยา
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
อยู่ในโลก
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need in this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
เหมือนโลกในการ์ตูนเลย ดุจังวะ สเตลรอดไปจะมีมาดึงขากูพอ
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
แล้วมันหันมาทางเนี้ยไปไม่ได้ด้วยออกนอกทางไม่ได้ด้วยต้องเดินไปใช่ไหม
I need to time this just right.
อย่าหันมานะมึง
see. A staircase straight ahead.
ไปเถอะ ไม่เห็นกูหรอกล่องหนอยู่ถ้าโดนเจอที่คือตายเลยพวกวะ
How could this happen?
ใครกระซิบ
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. จะหยุดดูทำไมวะเข้าไปสิเอ้าทำไมเข้าไม่ได้วะนี่เหรอเฮ้ยมีดาร์คฮาวเลย They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be?
อู้เยอะจังวะ
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
ไปหันไปเถอะไม่มีอะไรหรอกหันไป
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be a way to find you.
แล้ว
I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
ไปไงวะโอเค
Close tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Revelio.
Rồi. Hỏi thân tường mà nè. Bayไงวะ
Now's my chance.
ไม่เห็น
That's the way forward.
ไปพาคุมล่องหน
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
คือเดินไปได้เลยเหรอจริงเหรอ
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
โคตรเท่
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
อ๋อสว่างอีกแล้ว
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Mystery Ward
I've never felt such power.
นึกว่าได้สู้เดี๋ยวล็อกสกิลให้กู
Descender. Depulsor.
อ้าวบอมบาร์ด้า
Bombarda.
ก็ขออ่ะติดเอาวะไม่ให้สเตลแล้ว
Revelio.
มีให้ฟาร์มแม่โลกนี้ เฮ้ยห้องบอสดาร์กโซป่ะเนี่ยดีน้องไก่
Descender. Bombarda. Protego. Depulsor.
เฮ้ยโคตรโกงคาถาโคตรแรง
Depulsor.
โอ้ย
Protego. Stupid. Descender. Stupid. Defender. Stupid. Depulsor. Defender.
เออ
Descender. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Descender. Protego.
What?
Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Stupid.
เอ้า
Descender. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor.
เป็นโลกภาพวาดที่มีของฟาร์มว่ะ เจอตัวอย่าบอกให้กูสู้กับเดสอะจริงกูดิชิด
Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Protego. Descender. Depulsor. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Depulsor. Bombarda. Descender. Defender.
เฮ้ยมาไงดิ
Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Protego. Bombarda. Defender.
โอ้70,000เลยเหรอ
Descender.
อีกอะหยุดมึงหยุดไล่มึงหยุดซัมมอน
Defender.
โอ้โห
Descender. Bombarda. Defender. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor.
Descender. หลบไม่ทัน
Defender. Descender. Bombarda.
โอ้ยไอ้หมาเวร
Defender. Descender. Defender. Bombarda. Descender.
บล็อกไม่ได้เหรอวะ
Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Defender. Bombarda.
อ่ะกดผิด
Defender. Descender. Bombarda. Bombarda. Defender. Descender. Defender.
โอเคไปได้สักทีอันนี้มีอะไรอีกเซนทอร์เซนทอร์ได้ยิงอะไรวะนะมาน้ำเหรอ
A simple stone. This must be for me.
อะไรอะเหมือนลิลิกเลยใช่ป่าวะมันคือลิลิกป่าวะหรือมันคือไอหินที่แฮร์รี่พอตเตอร์แดกแต่คืนชีพวะ
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
She's gone.
Dear, sweet Neve.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve.
เหมือนจะใช่ เหมือนจะใช่หินยุคชีวิต
To us forever.
จ้าซะเหลือเกิน
You found me,
โอ้ย
but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
สูบไอ้นี่เราถือมาทำไมวะจ๋อมถ้าทำตาเป็นสีดำนี่มันจะดูน่ากลัวมากนะ
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
เหมือนดึงวิญญาณไปจริงนะเนี่ยเฮ้ยกลับมาแล้ว
Revelio
เดี๋ยวไปริโอก่อนเลยเชี่ยวชาญมากวิชานี้
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
The Hogwarts Hero เอาวะยังฟิกสกิล่าทาร์เรนเอาละเคทาฟาร์มาสเตอรี่ไม่ค่อยได้ใช้เลยพวกนี้สเตลนี่เลเวลโอไกลขึ้นบล็อกละสะท้อน2แอลลี่2อันนี้พดสตูไปไฟนานขึ้นแล้วก็นี่ปลูกพืชอย่าโฟกัสแล้วเพิ่มอะไรวะ Ancient Magic เหรอระยะนานขึ้นวงกว้างเก็บไปก่อนแล้วกันไม่ดูจ้าอะไรโอเคงั้น67%แล้วงั้นค้างไว้แค่นี้ก่อนแล้วกันไปละ